What is up, Bessies? Welcome back to another episode. I am Sam.
I just had to burp.
What the fuck? I literally just asked if you were ready.
I thought I was ready. We can keep going.
Okay.
And I'm Taylor. Today is an episode about manifesting your dream man and then making him fall in love with you.
Yes.
Fitting for the week because
I
now
know.
I'm cuffed and I'm booed up and Hot Girl Summer is no more.
I know. R.I.P. I'm
I
still in
didn't-
it, though.
I didn't really want Hot Girl Summer. Like, I just like being in a relationship. Like, it's like being like single is fun for like 4 seconds.
Yeah.
And then it's like,
Yeah.
no.
I mean, I can't relate, but like maybe one day I'll be able to relate.
Yeah, soon.
I don't know. This episode is gonna be great for me. Honestly, this is like a therapy session. I get to talk about like manifesting the boy of your dreams, and then also like I'm working towards that, and maybe like there's some things that I didn't realize that I need to do. So I don't know. I'm gonna really dive deep into this conversation today.
Yeah, I mean, this is also, we're gonna try to keep it very like actual
Lighthearted.
health, no, but like healthy and real relationship advice. I feel like when you look up like how to make a man fall in love with you, it's like toxic. It's like,
Yeah.
do this and like this is like actually for real.
Yeah.
Like not toxic, because we were looking up kind of like inspo of things to talk about, and it was like go on his Spotify and see the song, and then like I'm like, okay, we're not
No.
doing all that. We're not getting like that like toxic vibes.
No.
That's like not the point. We're being so for real. So stay tuned for that. But then we had a weekend apart.
We did have a weekend apart. First time in a while.
Yeah.
Actually, that's such a lie. We were gone like during the holidays, away from each other. But yeah, it's been like 3 months.
yeah.
I had fun. I went to Tampa. If anyone didn't know, I did a whole vlog there. So if you want the visual aspect, sub to the channel. I was there from Thursday to Sunday, and it was a bender. It for sure was a bender. I had a lot of fun. My brother goes to school there, so I was basically visiting him. But at the same time, my whole family went. So we were all together. We stayed in an Airbnb. My brother even stayed in the Airbnb. What his like house that he's like staying in, because he lives off campus. It was literally down the street, and it's a shithole.
I
Like,
could
you
tell
saw
by the photo.
It's disgusting. Like typical like frat boy. He's
Is
not
it like
frat.
literally awful?
It's fucking disgusting. His bedroom is the only bedroom that has a door on it. The rest of the bedrooms doors they've knocked off. And so
like by accident.
yeah, just being drunk and stupid. Brian's the only one that has a door. And like you first walk in, there's just like literally like overflowing like recycling bins of like
The amount of
Cans?
high noons, they solely keep high noon in business.
yeah, oh I know. I don't know why they're so obsessed with it. Everywhere we went, no matter what bar,
Yeah.
what,
High noons
like,
are pretty good.
like yeah, I guess, but it's just like really like I don't know. I'm not like a seltzer type
No,
gal.
okay, good is a strong word for a seltzer. Like if I
Yeah.
had the choice of like truly White Claw high noon.
Yeah. I don't know. I just like wouldn't prefer it. Like, I'd rather get drunk off of like a tequila soda.
No, yeah, I would never pick that either. But like if it's all that was there, I would drink.
Yeah. Oh, there was this one bar that we went to, and they didn't have a liquor license. They got their liquor license taken away, and I was like, nope, we need to leave.
Oh,
'Cause
I've
it was
been to
literally
there's
beer and wine.
there's a bar like that in Miami. It's fun though.
Oh no, I was like, I gotta go.
They
We
were
did
just-
a lot of bar hopping though. So
The beer and wine place in Miami. It's funny because Alex Earl like went. I didn't really know it was a U Miami bar. Like, in one of her videos, she was like, "We're going to like one of the old like." I don't know, just like a college bar. I was like, what bars are her college bars? And then it was that one. I was like, oh my God, I've been there. I didn't know that when I was there. Like, but this was like before she was big. And it's like, what if she was there?
Like,
Like
while
she
you were
probably
there?
wasn't. But
Yeah.
like, imagine, like she
Yeah.
could have been.
yeah,
I don't know.
You never know.
But it was like before she was like famous. But that's just funny. But yeah, I've been to a bar like that. And like, it was kind of fun because they were just giving me like cups full of wine. So I got like kind of trashed.
yeah.
But while I was home alone, I was just like really booed up all weekend because I was like terrified I was gonna
weather
get
was
murdered.
Shit though too.
It
The weather was
was
so bad.
like, and that's why like, I didn't go out on Friday. But I went out the whole day on Saturday because it was. I feel like I'm still want to say it was my sneaky link's birthday. Like the word boyfriend like is so like makes
Yeah,
you
you
want
can
to
ease
scream.
yourself into that word.
Makes you want to scream,
Yeah, it's kind of cringe.
right?
Like I don't like it.
I don't like it either. It like literally makes me want to pass out.
I know, gross.
So it was my sneaky link's birthday. So then like we went out all day, like kind of not like I mean, I guess intentional, but like not intentional. But we're out the whole entire day. It was so fun. Like it was really one of like top days being out here in the city. Like I had so much fun with people like I really didn't know, which I feel like means it was fun because like my friends weren't even there. Well, toward the end of the night, some of my friends were at the bar and I was like, oh my God, wait, I know you guys. But like, yeah, it was a whole lot of fun. And then Sunday was Easter, and then Sunday I became wifed.
Yeah. Friday. So I went out. I went out twice, and I was on my best behavior the second night. But Friday night, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, we're getting feral tonight. Like, I already know
Balls to the walls.
I was like, balls to the walls. We're going out. We started, like, my brothers had been day drinking because we rented a boat. We did, like, a tiki bar boat, which
kind of big for just 4 of you.
Well, okay,
or
so
5.
the thing was another family was supposed to come with us, and they bailed last minute. So it was just our family.
Okay, I was like, why'd you guys do that?
No, yeah, it was just our family, but like I guess there was supposed to be more of us, and that never happened. But honestly, I wouldn't even recommend it anyway because at least the tiki bar boat like that I went on, they didn't go towards like other boats. Like we were so isolated in like this like little bay area for so long until the very end of the ride when we were finally like near homes and dolphins and shit. But I was just like, people were asking me, they're like, oh, bachelorette parties, like, would this be fun on it? I'm like, honestly, no. Like, I don't even, like, sorry, I hate to say
Sam
this, but
hates
I
Tampa.
hated Tampa. Like, Tampa, like, I just didn't, the vibes there, just not it. Like, the city was not, like, super pretty. Like okay, so Friday we went out. We went to, like, a beach bar. It was, like, a man-made beach bar with, like, a public beach off to the side. We started drinking there around 5. Then we went back to our Airbnb, and then we went out at night. And obviously, I know I'm with my brother. He's in college. I'm expecting to go to college bars, of course. But when we started off our night, and I went up to the bartenders, and they were girls our age. One of them was from Connecticut, so I was like clicking with her, having a good time because I'm like, oh fuck, I'm from Boston. Like, anytime if anyone's from New England and I have a quick conversation with them, I'm like instantly click with them like right away. And we were just like chatting about things up north, and I was like, oh, by the way, like, where are like the post-grad bars? And she literally couldn't think of any. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going here tonight, and I've already been here because we had been bar hopping. Like, what about any others? And she was like, honestly, like, I can't really think of many like places like in comparison to like where I was. Like where I was kind of like West 6, but so much smaller. Like all the bars were like the size of like Rustic Tap. And they were using like the parking lots for like once it hit like 11:30 midnight, they were using the parking lots as like extra space for people to like stand and drink.
What the hell?
I know, right? Like this one big bar that I forget the name of it that Brian loved, but we were there at the end of the night, and we ended up seeing. I saw a bunch of you guys listening to this like there. It was like their bigger bar on the corner, and like they have like a stage thing and like a bunch of bouncers like along the edge. And they bring out like high boy tables to the parking lot, and you can like go drink out there. And I'm like, this is just so weird. Like, why isn't there like a second floor? Like, build more floors. Like,
interesting.
Everything was like a single floor like bar, and like I don't know, it was so weird.
Yeah, very interesting.
I can get being in college and that being fun, but like one, the alcohol was so cheap and so gross, and then 2, like, I don't know, like my love for Austin, Texas has just really grown the more cities I've gone to.
Yeah, we do love Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
We love it over here.
And then Saturday, I did the Riverwalk, and I was so surprised by the lack of people that were out walking the city on the Riverwalk. The Riverwalk's like...
Ladybird thing.
Yeah, it's like, I think I did like 2.5 miles on that, and then we kept going. So I don't know how long that exact like mileage is on it, but it's throughout the entire fucking city. And there was like, it was so quiet. I was like, what the fuck? Like, if I were walking on Ladybird in Austin, like, I'd be bumping into people left and right, like trying to maneuver through people. I found it the weirdest thing because I'm like,
probably see someone you know.
I know, yeah. I was like, I'm like, we're in Florida. Like, why aren't people out and about? Like, come on.
Yeah, weird. I've never really been to Tampa. I've only been once moving my brother into college, and we literally just like moved him in and like didn't really do anything.
They told me I had to go to St. Pete's. Sorry, everyone getting pissed that I called St. Pete's. I'm like, St. Pete's? Everyone's like, stop calling it that. I don't know. But yeah, I didn't get to go there because it's like an hour away.
Yeah.
What am I going to do, Uber?
Yeah, literally by yourself. Yeah, other than that though, like besides weekend stuff, I have been so like the way I just want to be so crazy on my shit like you've never believed. I am like busting my ass in the gym these days. I'm waking up so early. Like I'm literally trying to be so on my shit. It's like ridiculous. Like, I am the epitome of health. Like, I've been doing cold showers in the morning. Do you know anyone else more healthy than me? No, you don't.
Yeah, like honestly,
That is literally the healthiest thing I've ever done in my life.
I was like thinking about this too. Is like we've been so like go crazy on the weekends, but like the shit that we do Monday to Friday, like to be on our fucking grind, like our guy friends, like our friends in our group chat will be like, wine night? I'm like, no. Like, I refuse to drink Monday to Friday. Like, it's not happening.
Yeah, and I think, like, I want to try to remember, like, I feel like sometimes I forget to, like, we forget to talk about that on here sometimes. But it's, like, I think it's also hard because it's, like, okay, but, like, we do day in the life. So we do Instagram story. We're on TikTok. Like, I do, like, me being wellnessy on TikTok all day, every day. So it's, like, in my head, all of you have seen my other content. Yeah. So I'm telling you what you haven't seen. But I know some of you haven't, and you want like all of the information, because I'm like, oh, I've shown you like literally all my mornings and stuff on TikTok, like, but I didn't talk to you about Saturday, so I want to come on here and talk about that. But it's like right now I'm so fucking healthy, like, or I'm like, that's just like my goal is to just be like working toward like real goals, because I just feel like so much better and less like anxious, because I'll get really anxious if I've been like not on my grind the whole week, and then like a new week starts and I'm like, oh my god, like I didn't even work, like, and then I start, because you know we work like an inconsistent job, so like if you get what you put into it, so like if you're not on your shit, it's like that's like how you make money, and it's like, so then I just like stress if I'm not on my grind. I'm like, oh my god, I didn't like do anything, and I'm like, no, like I want to go into Friday night being like, I did
so much
literally everything I possibly could. Like my TikToks were great. Like I read so much. Like I want to be like, I did so much.
Yeah, my weekend work is literally just Snapchat. Like I spam the fucking shit out of my Snapchat on the weekends. Like so fun. Like,
and getting content for the podcast.
Yeah, getting content for the podcast and like spamming the shit on Snapchat. Like that's my work. Yeah. And my brother, so I was like talking with my brothers, like posting like a bunch of shit for Snapchat and YouTube, and my brothers were like, damn, Sam, like you're always on your phone. And I'm like, I don't think you understand. Like I have a family and a community of girls that genuinely want to see this shit, like, and they love it. Like my brothers are like making fun of me, like even all the comments in my YouTube video are like, oh my god, your brothers are so funny, like shitting on you, like making fun of you for like doing an outfit check. Like it's so funny. Like they just,
I have to watch your video. I didn't watch it. I should watch it.
And I'm just like, yeah, like they really like, they give me a hard time on it, but it's honestly like, I know like some people will be like, oh my god, like just take the break, but like I genuinely love like connecting with you guys listening so fucking much, because it makes me feel less lonely. Like, is that sad to say? But like, just the community that we've built and like being able to share my entire life with you guys is just like so fun. So if I'm working on the weekend, like in that sense, I don't care.
Taking photos and videos to me doesn't bother me on weekends. The only thing I don't want to do on a weekend is sit and edit, sit and answer emails, sit and like sit me glued to my computer. But taking photos and videos, that's fine, because even if I didn't do this for work, I'd like I liked making TikToks before making TikToks was my work, you know what I mean? Like
it just
so many girls, right, so many girls like go out dressed nice and make a TikTok, so it's like I feel like it's like that doesn't bother me. Speaking of a community of people that's really involved in our life, y'all, I was on live and everyone's like, like there were so many people on this live, like not me using my new relationship for clout, like let me live. There were so many people on this live because I just posted like, oh my god, he asked me to be his girlfriend, and everyone's like, oh my god, like do a reel, like, and I like recognize the usernames. Like if you're constantly in our stuff, like I know the usernames.
100%.
So like everyone talking, oh my god, my water, oh my god, sorry headphone users, I just screamed into the mic but my water fell over. Anyways, I will recognize your username. So the girls talking, I was just like, these are my girls. Like, I know these girls. Like Olivia. Like, I was like, these are the homies.
Avery commented on my YouTube video and goes, haha, so funny. I was on that live that Taylor's talking about.
Yeah,
I'm like,
so
Avery,
like,
of course you were. You're on every live.
Always Avery. Like, Olivia's on everything. Julia's on everything. Like, there's girls that are always on. Like, and I just know. So, I was like, these are just the homegirls. And then probably random people that I've never seen my face in their life, and they're scrolling like through their live feed.
Sean guy,
literally. So there, I was like, y'all, like I'm not gonna like do a reveal, but like let's like be for real. Like if you guys wanted to be nosy, like go look at who I follow. Like
It's so easy.
I'm like, it's literally in chronological order. Like, if you really want to figure it out, just go figure it out.
Like, every single time we follow someone that's like in our life, like, say like I've hooked up with someone or something random, and like I like follow them. I'm like, just so you know, like that's kind of exposing a lot. Like, I'm not following you for no reason.
So then they're all like, oh my god, ha ha ha. So this girl like,
I don't follow a lot of
this
people.
this girl literally goes, is it first and last name? And she goes, if it is, he's cute. And I was like, I'm not confirming or denying, but thank you. And then everyone was like, no way, I'm gonna go look. And I was like, yeah. I was like, don't. And so girls like, everyone go comment hard launch on his picture. And I was like, no. I was like, and then the people were like, oh my god, his tagged photos. I was like, no, you guys creeping. I was like, stop it. But like everyone was like, it was just so funny. Like I felt like I was in a group chat with like my friends. Like I felt like I was like at like a girls' night, like telling my friends about like a boy, and they were like, everyone comment on the picture. I was like, no, and they're like, okay, no, for real, no, we won't. And I couldn't check.
Come on, guys, be for the girls.
I couldn't check because I was on live, and someone was like, don't worry, like there's nothing there. And I was like, okay, sick. They're like, no, we won't. I was like, okay. I was like, and you guys, then I had to block his name out of the live, so someone only got to say it once, but then they were like spelling it weird so that it went through. And I was like, you assholes. And then I get a text, did you already expose me? I just got like 20 followers on Instagram and they all follow you. And I was like, bruh, I hate you all. Like, I literally hate all of you.
Yeah.
So that was super hilarious and funny.
Speaking of guys, so I've been like obviously out of town, and I'm like, oh my god, my man, like my sneaky link and my other man, like YouTube fam, you guys know I got my sneaky link, and then I have like a guy that genuinely like is so sweet, so nice. Like we hang out like twice a week, and I don't know what to do with either of them because like I'm like a little nervous because I said to myself the point of a sneaky link is that I don't catch feelings for the sneaky link, and I'm like, oh my god, like I'm fucking hate this.
Feelings are fun though.
They are fun, but it's just like I told myself like the thing is we're gonna talk about this in the subject of the episode, but like I told myself he was not my type because he's not my type. And then, like, now I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, we're going to go deep into that.
So, anyways, I didn't really talk to, like, any of them while I was gone, which was, like, kind of good. The one that's being, like, super sweet, super nice, like, he, like, texted me and was like, oh, like, did you land safe in Tampa? And then we were, like, texting for, like, 2 days while I was there. Mm-hmm. But then my sneaky link didn't text me at all. I'm like, okay, fuck that. Fuck you. Like, you're not even thinking about me. But today, I got a text from him about a boat this weekend, inviting me on a boat. So I'm like, oh, so you were thinking about me.
Yeah.
But I think I just need to, like, figure out which male I want to, like, completely pursue and, like, dive into. Because, like, I need to put my, 100% effort into one of them because it gets to a point where it's like, okay, like, what the fuck? Like, make up your mind, Sam. So I have no real boy update other than that. I'm trying to think of what else I've been doing this week.
Yeah, like that's pretty much it. Like I've literally just been being a healthy housewife.
Yeah. I mean, oh, another thing I want to say, ClassPass guys, when you're traveling, game changer.
Oh, because you can go,
you can do even so on ClassPass, you can even do day passes at gyms.
Oh,
they're way cheaper. Which I was way too hungover to work out. But if you have ClassPass, take advantage of it when you're traveling because you obviously can do workout classes, but then also some gyms use ClassPass, and I could do like a freaking $5 day pass or a $2 day pass using like my credits. Like, so that is something you need to take advantage of. I was like mind blown. I was like, why have I not been doing this whole fucking time? Because there has been times when like I went to Marco Island last year and I spent probably like $100 on day passes at gyms. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Speaking of ClassPass, if you live in Austin, Texas, and you want to come to my dance class, you can book that on ClassPass.
Yes. Maybe one day I'll go.
You can book it on ClassPass.
But I gotta be like mentally prepared to go to that.
I wonder if like...
Maybe you could teach me the dance before.
I could teach you the dance
before. I would definitely need that. Because I would look so
before.
Clueless in the back of the class. Like, what the fuck is going on?
I would be like honestly embarrassed if people I knew were in there. To be like doing my thing.
Oh, fine.
I would be like embarrassed. Well, like maybe like I can't tell. Like if you and like if like a few of you came, like I'd have to like pretend you weren't there.
Yeah, you just gotta pretend I'm not there.
Yeah, but yeah, you can book it on ClassPass. Should we just get into the episode?
Yeah, I think we should.
Because before we just like ramble about boys for no reason, we might as well do this. So this is just
wait, actually, I have one more thing I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, I this past Tuesday got Botox in my jaw. Masters.
I don't know.
In my jaw because I have been like dealing with like being super stressed and anxious, and like I'm clenching my jaw so much that like the worst is when I'm laying in bed. When I'm laying in bed at night, I'm like sitting in bed thinking and like getting super stressed and anxious, and I'm clenching my jaw and I can't fall asleep because of it. And I've been having like the worst night sleeps, like tossing and turning, clenching the jaw, like it's been so bad. So I was like, fuck it. I'm going to finally just book my appointment to get Botox in my jaw and see if this helps in any way. And I'm 2 days in and I can already feel the tension in my jaw going down so much. Like last night's night sleep was so good. Like I fell asleep so quickly, like not like clenching the jaw because it's a cycle for me. Like if I'm like, when I'm like clenching my jaw, like I get anxious about the fact that I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And then I start to do it more.
Yep.
And I'm like, fucking stop, Sam. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And it gets worse and worse. And I just get like in my head and it keeps going. So it's helping a lot. Like I'm super, can you see like the bruises on my face? I didn't put foundation on. So like
barely.
Like there. But yeah, I got 16 units on both sides. I cannot remember off the top of my head how much it was. This is my toxic trait, just handing my card.
For real, because like I could literally be getting fucked. Like a restaurant could be like double charging me, and I'm like,
literally, like my toxic trait is just handing my card and not even thinking about it, like just trusting the fact that they're like,
yeah, no, literally.
I don't remember. Yeah, I have no idea.
Literally.
But yeah, 16 units on both sides. I go to my man Caleb, and if you guys were ever interested in us having him on the podcast, let us know because he could go in so much more depth of like all the treatments and like the benefits of each treatment and everything. So let us know.
I want to do it.
Yeah, I really want to do it. I think it would be quite fun to do because there's a lot of like misconception and like
especially nowadays
like, negativity towards like that type of stuff.
Everyone's getting shit put in their face. Yeah. So like
might as well educate you
might
guys.
as well know what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so let's get into the good stuff. This is basically just gonna be the real like way and like tips, like manifest the guy you want, things to look for when you're dating, how you know it's gonna be a real thing, how to make him fall in love with you. So let's just get into it. First is like how to manifest a man, how to attract the right kind of guy into your life. And I just want to put out there right off the bat, when people talk about like attracting a man that they want and they say things like, you're not gonna find the guy, you're not gonna find your husband out on the bar on the weekends. Like you're at the bar. What's the difference?
No,
like,
that makes me so mad.
That's my least favorite thing.
When people are like, stop searching for it. It will fall in your hands. Like bullshit.
Yeah, like, okay, because it's like I wasn't searching for it, but I was because I was on Hinge and I was going on dates.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, I wasn't searching for like a boyfriend, but like I was outwardly searching for like male attention.
Also like even like without that, people would say and be like, just delete the apps, like stop going on dates.
It's like no,
you'll meet him somewhere, he'll fall into like, no he won't.
No, you need to actively
be out and about meeting new people constantly.
Yes. And while you're doing that, the biggest thing that I think for myself that I realized is you need to be confident and secure in yourself. Like you need to be that like bitch when you're out and about, to just like, you don't want to seem like you like I don't know, desperate, like too available, like you get what you put out. So if you don't want like an insecure, like annoying, unconfident man, you need to be like your fucking best self, because then you just like get what you put out into the world.
Yeah.
And that's the manifestation stuff, but I think it works. You also need to have like clear deal breakers. You have to know what you want. I didn't necessarily know what I wanted in terms of like, oh my God, do I want a relationship? Do I not want a relationship? But I knew what I wanted in terms of like, if someone was like, what are like deal breakers with a man in a relationship? Like you need to know. And you need to know, like, and be certain on what you need. I feel like you can't be like wishy-washy and things, or else you're going to attract someone wishy-washy. You always get what
they can be like big deal breakers or even like small deal breakers.
Like, yeah, like, okay, deal breaker, allergic to cats.
Yeah.
I have a cat.
Yeah.
You deal breaker, you can't.
Yeah, like mine's also like needs to know how to do like the simple like household things. Like that's not for just girls. Like you need to fucking know how to like wash the dishes, do like the girly things. Like I'm not doing all that shit.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
I could never talk to a man that didn't know how to do his own laundry. Fuck.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, no. Oh my god, no. That's like so icky. That like literally just gave me the ick.
Yeah, no, like no, couldn't be me.
Yeah, no. Oh my god. Or like you don't necessarily to me have to be like a good cook, but like someone that like really can't cook.
Yeah.
Like literally being like, how do you make pasta?
Mm-hmm. Hey, don't call me out on that.
Oh yeah. I know, but you can look.
I can cook other things. I just fucking
You're a very good cook. You just don't know how to make rice. But like, you know what I mean? Like if I was like, can you like fry an egg? And like, how do you fry an egg?
Yeah.
Bitch, what?
Yeah, no.
Like, what do you mean? How do you fry an egg?
No. And then need to know how to use a grill. Like that's for men.
Using a grill is so hot.
So hot when they're shirtless too. Oh,
I was about to say something so bad.
What? Taylor, what?
I was just gonna be like, our friends are like always grilling shirtless.
I know.
I'm like, good for you guys.
Here's the thing. My sneaky link, for some reason, every time he's in the kitchen cooking for me, he takes his shirt off only while he's cooking, and then he'll put it back on when he's eating. I'm like, are you doing this on purpose?
Cooking with the shirt off? That's how. Do you guys remember my fall in love in Nashville story?
Yeah,
because that's how I fell in love in Nashville.
No, it's bad. Like if you're a guy listening to this right now, if you want her to fall in love with you, rip your shirt off while you're cooking, and she will fall in love.
Wait, I'm dead. I'm like, he asked me to be his girlfriend right after he cooked me breakfast without a shirt on.
Oh,
is this something guys? Wait, do guys like
do this on purpose?
Is this talked about?
Well, okay. The thing is,
wait, I'm like,
I don't know because, well, at least for me, I told my sneaky link. I'm like,
you said take your shirt off.
No, I didn't say take it off. I said it. I think it's so hot when you cook for me shirtless, and then literally like the next day, he did it again and ripped his shirt off and started cooking shirtless.
No, but I feel like men just like do that.
Maybe they do. I don't know.
Like if you like bring a girl over and like you want her to sleep with you, like even if you're like microwaving popcorn, like take your shirt off.
I'm just visualizing this right now. I need to go home.
Anyways, what were we talking about?
Oh
I'm like, is it?
It's really hard.
Hard here. I'm sure
I need my sneaky link to come over. Breaking a sweat.
Us in the beginning of this episode. This is gonna be really serious. This is really serious, really crucial information. So what we were talking about, that was on the have clear deal breakers. That's the last thing I said. I said they should be able to like cook, but like just like know what you fucking want in terms of a man, because and think about it so that way you attract it into your life. Mm-hmm. It's like when people, what's it called? Oh, there's a name for it. Okay, there's a scientific name for it, but it's like, you know, if someone like gets a red car and then all of a sudden you see red cards everywhere.
Yeah.
Because like you got a red car.
Or like you want a boob job and then
like, you see everyone has
a boob job.
Like if you're thinking of something like, I want a man that like does this, like, and you think that it's like, then you see that characteristic in people. It's like if you start thinking about something, you see it, and it's like a real scientific
100%
thing. And like the example, the most basic example is like if you get a red car, you will see red cars on the street. Like I got a Tesla, I see Teslas everywhere. Yeah, and it's like I wasn't noticing them before.
Or even like Coach bags.
Oh my god, everyone has Coach bag. Yeah,
to get Coach bags. Like I was seeing them fucking
everywhere. So it works like that. Like if you have that in your head, it's like then you start seeing that in people. And that also goes for like other things, not guy related. This one is the one you want to talk about. You have to like drop negative ideas of love, because then you're manifesting negative things into your life. You need to just think about like the good parts.
Yeah, like no matter like, I feel like this can be in so many different like ways of life, like the way you've grown up with like seeing love or anything, like seeing your family go through divorce or seeing your family like go through hard times or anything, or like just like anything. Like you need to like get rid of those negative thoughts and think that like, and stop thinking that it's not possible to find love, because I know a lot of the times like people will just be like, oh, like making jokes out of like their parents' divorce, being like, oh my god, like I'm never gonna find love, like I don't believe in love, like fuck that. Like no, like it's definitely possible. Mm-hmm. And if you're gonna like cause yourself to be scared of something, you're never gonna go after it and go find it, because you're literally self-sabotaging yourself by allowing yourself to be afraid to find something that's like pure self-sabotage. Like saying, like, another thing is like, what was it? I had an example.
I have an example why you think. Also, like, negative self-talk about yourself. Like, I'm going to be single forever. Like, I'm never going to find someone. I'm going to be single forever. Like, all that kind of just, like, negative, like, talk about yourself. I literally made a TikTok about negative self-talk today. But, like, talk good about yourself. There's no reason to be shitting on yourself in, like, any aspect. And I keep saying this, we're talking about manifesting. You get what the fuck you put out. And if you sit there every single day and, like, literally, even if you're joking, just like, I'm going to be single forever. Like, stop saying that.
Yeah. Well, my example was like, for example, if say someone's going to move in 6 months, like, and you don't want to pursue them because they're going to move in 6 months, like, you're self-sabotaging yourself from, like, wanting to pursue something. Because, like, if you, like, pursued that person and you really ended up, like, falling in love with that person within 6 months, like, you could make that work. You could make, like, the long distance work if you really, like, loved this person. Then let's just go for anything. Or, like, oh, like, they don't like dogs. Oh, he doesn't like dogs. Oh, like, I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to do that. Like, those are little things that, like, you're allowing yourself to get terrified of because you're scared to fall for commitment, and then you self-sabotage yourself. So,
yeah,
like,
it's like making excuses to justify the fact that you're scared of committing to something.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, being scared of commitment. And that's how I was in the beginning. And, like, it still, like, scares me a little bit. But I'm like, there's no, like, why?
Obviously, like, the worst thing that can come out of anything when you are, like, putting your full commitment into someone is like,
you break up.
Yeah, you break up. You have, like, a little bit of feels for a little bit, but then fuck that. Like, you all get over it. Like, think about it. I've gotten over 2 relationships. You've gotten over 2 relationships.
Yeah,
like,
you
shit
get
moves
over
on.
it.
Like, shit moves on.
You get over it, and it's like, I still get that question. Like, I still get, like, breakup advice questions, and obviously now it's hard because I don't want to be constantly making TikToks about, like, a breakup when, like,
you're in a relationship.
When I'm, like, in a relationship, but, like, I know some people just, like, in a way almost want to hear it more because they're like, oh my god, wait, you're good and you're over it. Like, I need, like, the advice. Someone also, because I posted something about being over it, they're like, well, you're clearly not over it if you're making these TikToks. I'm like, no, I'm making TikToks, like, being relatable to girls and telling them that it's okay. The TikTok is not about him. Like, so annoying. But, yeah, you will, like, eventually get over everything. And at the end of the day, like, every single relationship is a learning experience. And there's nothing wrong with a little commitment and, like, feelings. Like, feelings are scary and all of that, but just because it, like, hasn't worked out for other people or hasn't worked out for you in the past, like, if your last relationship ended shitty or, like, someone cheated on you, don't just be like, every man is trash. Like, no.
Yeah.
Like, don't be, like,
you're
saying
literally
that stuff.
self-sabotaging yourself. I will say it a million fucking times. Like,
yeah. This last one's funny and just, like, so, like, the trend right now, but, like, be a little delusional.
Yeah.
Be a little bit delusional.
It's
like,
totally okay to be delusional. I am so delusional. And I think that's why I'm having the issue right now. Is like I'm a little bit too delusional.
There's a line. You need to definitely draw a line, but you need to just be more toward the optimistic side. Like, be optimistic. Like, don't immediately go on a date and then be like, but what if he's seeing other people? Like, oh, like, he's probably doing this. Like, oh, but, like, oh, this one thing is pissing me off. Like, he sucks. Like, no. Let's not, like, go down the rabbit hole of, like, every single possibility that's bad.
Yeah.
Like, don't just be, like, a pessimistic, like, little bitch.
Yeah.
Like, be actually optimistic and, like, seeing the good things and, like, delusional in that sense. Don't be too delusional.
Yeah, like, we make jokes all the time of, like, oh, like, he hasn't texted me, like, all day. He must be, like, nervous to text me. Like,
yeah.
Like,
oh my
that
god.
kind of,
like, he blocked you on Instagram. Like, you're just too beautiful.
You're too beautiful to see him.
He can't even concentrate on work because, like, you're so hot that he had to block you.
Yeah, literally, like, that's exactly
that's why.
Oh my god, like, he texted me at 2 a.m. He just wanted to make sure I got home safe. Like,
right.
That was it.
Right.
Just make sure I got home safe. He didn't want to just, like, you know,
hook up,
nothing.
He just cares about you so much he couldn't fall asleep. He was
couldn't
thinking
fall
about
asleep.
you. Yeah, so, like, that's toxic. I mean, fun. But
Fun,
like,
toxic.
But, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes to a certain extent.
Be real, but just be, like, glass half full.
Yeah.
You can't be a glass half empty bitch all the time. That's just, like, no. Speaking of being a glass half empty bitch, this is something that I was thinking about because, like, we have a friend that's, like, so picky, and then people are like, oh, but never settle. And I just think there's an important line between never settling and having high standards and being picky. So I really want to dive into this because I've, like, made TikToks even before being like, So I've gotten hate comments like, you're so self-centered, that's why I'll never find anyone. And I'm like, no, I am, because like I know what I want and I'm not gonna settle for anything less. But when I say that, I'm not talking about like superficial random things. So just like little examples so you get what I'm talking about. Like being like, oh, like I only want to date men over like 6'4". Okay, be for real. Like I like a man ideal. Like a man taller than me too, but like you're not gonna talk to him because he's 6'1", not 6'5". Yeah, come on. Or like I don't like blonde haired dudes. So like if I thought a guy was like kind of cute and I was like, oh, but he's blonde, I don't like blondes. Bitch. Yeah. Like don't be doing that, because that's not literally like, you're never gonna find, like obviously everyone wants like supermodel, smart, rich, tall, fit, funny. You're not gonna it's not gonna happen.
And another thing too, not gonna happen. With all of that is like, you are totally okay with like having like this superficial like looks aspect with it, but like give those other people a chance, because when you have like a great fucking personality, it instantly bumps you up like 2 to 3 like points of like attractive, like physical attractiveness, because like personality wins all. Like you could be so funny and like I'm instantly gonna think you're like so much hotter after
literally
that.
And it's like, obviously like you're gonna go for someone, there has to be like attraction, but you can't be like, they're not literally a Greek god, so I'm not gonna date them. Like you need to be serious, because at the end of the day, especially things, and not all of this is even looks related, but like if it is like looks related pickiness, like you're literally never gonna get anywhere. And looks can change so much. Like someone like, okay, like we're both really fit right now, like what if like by the time I'm 40 I gain like 100 pounds? Like you never know. Or like people, like this is like dramatic and sad, but like people get like sick, like and like looks go fast, and like you don't and they can change. Like someone could like I don't know, if you want like a big like gym dude and they're like not as big, like okay, give them 6 months on like a gym plan. Exactly. Like you know what I mean?
And the thing is, Taylor and I, guys, we were literally talking about this the other day, because like my sneaky link isn't like super into the gym, but I'm like, neither is mine. I'm gonna make him obsessed with the gym.
No, I literally texted him today because he swiped up. He was like, I was literally like using that weight. I posted the weight on the machine. I was like, I only did it for 3 reps, so like don't. And he was like, okay, I did it for 12. Like I was like, yeah, I wasn't. I'm not like insane. Don't worry. Like I'm not catching up to you like that. Don't get too scared. I was like, let me train you. And he was like, honestly, I need that. I'm like, you would literally be a green juice drinking bodybuilder before you know it.
Yeah, because like those types of things are easily like changeable. Like, yeah. Oh, also another thing too that I was saying to Taylor is like fashion. Like fashion for me is such a big thing, because I love a guy that can dress. But like you can change that about somebody.
I literally will buy you a whole new closet. I will buy you a whole new closet.
I don't give a fuck. Like I will dress you.
So
like, those
just
are changeable things.
So little things that like. So here's an example. Like you want someone who like I don't know, like a high standard when it comes to looks is someone that like take cares of themselves, is clean, like dresses good enough, like maybe not like the best you've ever seen, but like that's like a standard. Like you want someone who looks like they take care of themselves. Maybe is not like the most like stylish like bodybuilder you've ever seen, but like takes care of themselves. Yeah, like just like those like small differences. Or like even if it's not looks related, like money wise, like okay, like you're not gonna marry like the millionaire, but is he like determined and like focused on his job?
Yeah, that's another really big thing.
Like so that's like different. Like don't be picky and being like, oh, like he doesn't make like $1 million a year. It's like, okay, no, have the standards that you want someone driven and work driven who can like provide for you. Because like provide for you can mean like someone can be, let's take Cabo Man. Someone can be rich and not providing for your ass, leaving you in Mexico and cheating on you and using your money to buy boats to like take girls on boats. So it's like amount of money doesn't.
And I want to put like another perspective thing into this, because like there's definitely been scenarios for me at least, like of guys that I didn't necessarily like turn down, but maybe like I went on a few dates with them, never really like continued to pursue it. And then a year later, that person like changed so much in like a better way. So like, it's like, okay, well, what if like I actually ended up pursuing that guy like then and there, and then a year later they're the person that they are now? It's like so much can change in a year, like in terms of all those things, like finances, looks, gym, literally like the way they treat their body, like all those things in 1 year can change. Like think about how much you've changed as a person in 1 year. So get rid of all those stupid fucking things and like really worry about like the actual type of person that they are. Deep dive into like if for example like work success and like the amount of money they're making is probably maybe like if that's a big deal for you, like have those conversations and see if like they are working hard in their job to like maybe be higher up in like their job and
what
stuff.
are their goals? Are they like
their goals?
driven? Are they focused on their work? And then like the important things like honesty, like thoughtfulness, respect, like those things. I feel like people like fuck themselves over because they're focused on such superficial stuff that makes them insanely too picky. Like we have friends, like the way our guy friends like talk about girls sometimes. I'm like, oh my god, like I get you want this like Victoria's Secret model who like owns her own business and is like just the most perfect like us. But like I'm like, oh, so you want to date me? Like I'm so worried. But it's like you're not gonna like that's not how it is. Like that's literally not how it fucking
like you
is.
think I don't want to talk shit on our guy friends at all, but like
no, it's not talking shit, but we say it to their face. Like and like some people like I think they think they're doing themselves a favor by like, having standards that are so high, but it's like that's not real. That's not real. You're not gonna date an Instagram model because then you find the Instagram model, you talk to them and their personality is shit, or like you know what I mean. Like you're never gonna you can't win.
You cannot. So
having all those standards is literally just doing yourself like an awful disservice because then too it's like you probably turn down dates with people for like stupid reasons.
Yeah. Also another thing is the icks. Like if you know you have specific icks in men and you're gonna like try to avoid seeing those because like if you really know like you're really liking this guy and like you have specific icks, you're like fuck, like I don't want it to get ruined, but like this icked me out. Like easy, don't focus on those things. Like look away from them. Like one could be like I don't fucking know, like what's a basic ick? Like,
okay, I was gonna say like let's say like you don't like when like a guy wears a certain type of shoes, like a certain type of like style of shoe like gives you the ick. Like they wear, I mean, like flip-flops, like that is kind of a deal breaker.
Like fucking shorts down to their knees.
Okay, like a certain article of clothing. Yeah. Like that article of clothing gives you the ick. Guess what? When they're your boyfriend, then you have full range to be like, I literally hate those shorts, don't wear them. Yeah. Like you have, like, I'm like, now I got girlfriend privileges. Like now if there's anything you don't like, you could literally be like, I literally don't like that shit, don't wear it.
I am going to speak on behalf of like my brothers, for example, because I was just spent the weekend with them. For example, we're sharing a bathroom. I have like a massive bag of like skincare, makeup, all of this shit. And they have absolutely nothing besides body wash and a razor in the bathroom.
I will update you guys once my boyfriend has a skincare routine.
And I was like, I handed one of my brothers my face wash, and I was like, here, like, do you want to use this? Like, it looks like you guys didn't bring any. And they go, we don't wash our face.
They probably have a layer of like inch.
No, but their fucking
dirt.
skin. No, but their skin.
Perfect.
Fucking perfect.
I know.
They just use soap like in the bathroom. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, you guys are lucky because neither of them have ever had a girlfriend before. But I'm like, the second you guys have a girlfriend, I already know these types of things are going to change because one, I live across the country, so I can't be changing these things for you. Yeah. But I know the second you get a girlfriend and the next time I see you, you're going to have a skincare routine. You're going to be like taking better care of it, just like a few little things that really pissed me off when I was spending like my vacation with them. And I was like, I cannot fucking wait. Yeah.
So you really need to fall for and like look for the real inner qualities of a person. And like, obviously they can't totally repulse you. Like you should find them attractive and be into them, but you can't let little shit deter you when the real shit that matters is right in front of you. Cause then you'll find yourself talking to like the hottest, most rich, like professional athlete that's like cheating on you every day. And like, what do you actually want? Like, cause I mean, unless that's like the life you want to live, then go for it. But find people who actually are worth your fucking time and don't shoo people away because they like wore the wrong shoes.
Yeah.
And like have the wrong color hair. Like, come on.
For like me, at least, like I'm kind of like dealing with this right now of the sense of like my sneaky link, like, looks wise, height wise, like,
not your type.
Literally not my type at all. Like if you looked at all the guys that I've either dated or like hooked up with, like they're all like kind of the same. And this man's is literally the opposite of that. And it's just going to show that I'm like proving myself wrong in the fact that like I don't have a type and I sell myself short with a very small group of specific men that are out there in this world.
Right.
When I know like now I know, and I've always known, like, personality has always been, like, number one for me, but, like, looks has always been, like, very close up with that. And, like, I always go for, like, the guys that are, like, not, like, I guess, quote unquote, like, class clown. Like, it's always been like that. Like, my two exes were like that. Yeah, like, I guess that's how I am. Not in high school, though. I was not like that. I was so quiet in high school. But, like, I've always just been, like, going for those types of guys. So that has always been a thing. But looks is always with it. And, like, height was always kind of a big thing for me, but I don't know. I feel like I'm, like, slowly starting to, like, change my, like, standards in that sense. Yeah. Because, bitch, I've been fucking single for 4 years. I have to lower my standards a little bit because I'm never going to find anyone. Yeah,
like, just, like, the inner stuff of a person is just
way more important.
So much better. Also, speaking of, like, looks, you know what's also really hot and makes someone hotter? When you could have, like, really good sex with someone who, like, you didn't even think was, like, physically, like, your type, and then you couldn't, like, have sex with someone that is physically your type, and it sucks.
Yep.
And
good sex is important.
Very important. And you can't be, like...
Well, maybe, I guess to some people it's not, but to us...
I think it's important to most people. Even if you're not having sex with someone until marriage, like, once you
but I can understand that there are going to be some girls that are listening to this right now that, like, probably are so self-conscious with sex that they're like, wait, maybe I'm not good at sex, you know? Like, it's the other way around.
I don't even know if I'm good at sex. And then, you know what's the good thing about that? I literally don't care.
Yeah.
I, like, literally don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. Don't care. That's like my toxic trait.
Yeah.
Literally don't give a fuck. I'm like, I enjoyed it. Did you? I don't care.
Yeah, like, because, like, we were even talking about, guys, every time me and Taylor, every time I'm on shrooms, me and Taylor, and we always end up having, like, this little, like, brief conversation about sex, like, while I'm on shrooms, because, like, it's just so fun to talk about it.
I love talking about sex.
Because it's so fun to talk about it. But, like, I always just, like, bring it up. But, like, one thing we were saying, like, during our conversation, like, 2 weeks ago was, like, oh, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, if it feels good for me for that, like 2 minutes, like, 100%. We're fucking doing it. Like, I don't care if you don't like it. Like, we're doing it.
100%.
Sorry, random.
Oh, like, are you, like, sweating and, like, out of breath? Perfect.
I don't give a fuck.
I literally, the way I
feel so great
don't
right now.
Care. Like,
I feel so great right now, so keep fucking going.
The way I don't care. Like,
you want to switch positions? No. Keep going. I don't actually talk to them like that. That'd be fun. I'm the dominant one. Imagine. Sorry, guys. Too much information.
I'm gonna pee my pants.
Too much information. I'm sorry. I'll go home.
Oh, I'm gonna pee my pants. Yeah, no, but, like, it is, like, really important, and, like, I've run into that scenario where it's like, you have really bad sex with people and good sex with other people, and you would think it'd be, like, the opposite.
Yeah,
and it's just not.
The more, like, sexy the person, the better the sex they are. No.
And if a guy has been with more than 50 people, they're awful in bed.
Yeah, because it's like, why hasn't one of those girls wanted to, like wipe
stick
you
around?
Out? Like, why hasn't they have sex with you once, they run away. Leave. They fucking run away because they never want to do that again.
Yeah. Okay.
Sex was so bad.
Let's get. I can. That could be another. I'm like, let's just talk about that.
Yeah.
Fuck the rest of the script. Okay, now, so you attracted this man. You lowered your standards. No. I'm sorry. You lowered your, like, superficial expectations. Your superficial expectations are lowered. Your real standards of, like, respect, honesty, morals, you know, and you're allowed to have like 2 deal breakers.
Yeah.
Like 2 deal breakers on, like, superficial things.
Yeah.
Once you go over that, you're being bitchy. So your standards are acceptable and normal. You manifest every day. You tell yourself that love is real and that you're so confident you're going to find the best man. And now you have a date. He takes you out. Okay, what to look for? 1, look for the fact that a man even asked you on a date and knew what he wanted.
Yeah.
That is my number 1 thing that I learned makes me attracted to this person and why I now have a boyfriend. Like, someone that knows, like, what they want. Mm-hmm. I don't even know how to explain that the second a man's like, oh, like maybe we should do something this weekend. Like, what day are you free? What do you want to do? No, text me that we're having drinks on Saturday.
Yeah.
Like, just like make a plan. And if I can't go, I'll tell you we can't go and we can reschedule. But just being like, oh, I don't know, like whatever. What do you want to do? Okay, yeah, like we'll try. Like, no, text me. Like, make a plan. Like, if you're on a dating app, a man being like, do you want to get drinks tomorrow at 7? Amazing.
Yeah,
go.
like,
That
for
is
the
green
most part-
flag number 1.
For the most part on Hinge, like I am not engaging or like having small talk on that fucking app. Like if you're within the first 3 messages to me, not mentioning something about a date, I don't want to talk to you.
This was the only person on the app that I like would ask me on a date, and I went on the date straight from the app.
Yeah.
The other like dates I've been on were like we met in person first.
Like I just can't
coincidentally.
do the small talk, bro. Like,
And yeah, it
I'm
was
on Hinge. We can do that in person.
literally, and then it was like the night before, and even like, oh, I'm out. Do you want to meet me here? And like he came.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just being
Yeah.
actually like like actions speak louder than words, bitch. Like don't like text me that like you wish we could hang out.
Yeah.
So hang out with me. Like I'll tell you, like I'm available. I don't even work like a 9-to-5 job. Make a plan with me. I quite literally am always free.
Yeah, like,
like
there's no excuse. Like for the most part, like there's no excuse as to like why like they don't want to like hang out with you. Like a guy should know and like fall head over heels for a girl like straight away. Like they should want to like be hanging out with you. And like this is something I need to say in here out loud because like I give guys way too much of like a break on this type of stuff, but like it's true. Like a guy should be like wanting to hang out with you, and if they don't, then it's like there's something else going on. I don't know.
yeah, there's something else going on.
They're not 100% into it.
They're not into it, or they're just like not the best type of like partner in general, because then it's like in a relationship, like something I really value once I start dating someone, which is why I look for it early on. Once you start dating, I still like to be treated and like go on dates and like make plans. So if you're not even gonna do that, like
Yeah.
to go on one date with me, then like that means for sure once you like are in the like boring part of your relationship, like once you've been dating for a while, if you didn't say put like air quotes around like boring, then it's like then you're for sure not gonna be like trying to take me out on dates when we're like, you know, like married for 25 years. You know what I mean? So if someone asked you on a date and like really planned it and did all that, that's already like green flag number 1.
Yeah,
that
like,
someone went out of their way to like make a plan with you.
And another way like to test a guy with this type of stuff is like talk about things that you really love. Like if you could be sitting and just having conversation, like talk about how much you like. I would talk about how much I love hockey, or how much I love a specific coffee shop, or how much I love a specific restaurant, like. And then see if they pick up on those things that you're saying that you absolutely love, and see if they take advantage of that and like maybe plan a date. Like they're gonna take me to a hockey game.
That happened to me and I literally was so happy.
They'll take me to that sushi restaurant or like something, like whatever it is that like I've been talking about that I really like, and see if they listen, because that is a huge green flag.
I literally said I look like baseball. Then he was like, do you want to go to this UT baseball game with me? And I was like, bruh.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just like fucking thoughtful.
Yeah.
So like little things to look at, like thoughtfulness, like either doing that or like, or just like remembering things. Like what's another thing? I'm literally just like exposing this.
No, the biggest fucking red flag is when you have to readdress or re-talk about like a specific subject
that you already talked about.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, like how many siblings do I have? I already told you I have 2 siblings. Why
Yeah.
did you not remember that?
See, like I'm not gonna lie, like I probably do that because I have like honestly the worst memory of all time.
No, but like you gotta be like fully engaged in the conversation.
Right.
Like even
No,
with, like,
yeah, I'll
strangers,
be
too. Like,
yeah.
Like when like last summer we were like had this new group of friends that like we were kind of hanging around, and like the amount of times this one specific guy re-asked where both of us were from, and we would have the same conversation. I'm like, are we dead ass right now? Like I've told you a million times I'm from Boston.
Real.
Like be fucking for real. So like even like those types of things, like we don't need to be re-talking about it. Like we literally had a one-on-one conversation. Why are we talking about it again?
Yeah, 100%. I'm convinced that my SSRIs make me unable to remember things. So, you know, but I give people that warning. I'm like, look, I don't remember shit. I think my medication makes my memory stop working.
Yeah.
Let me know in the comments. Do you feel that way? Because I can't remember shit for shit. But anyways, like thoughtfulness and that, and like remembering what you said. Again, I feel like I'm literally just like putting him on blast, but I'm like, this is nice things that he did that made me feel like, makes you feel like special. Like I literally was like, New Girl's the best show. I love New Girl. It's my favorite show literally of all time. And then like the other night he was like, I'm gonna finish it, like I'm gonna like finish this show, like I'm gonna, like he sent me like a Snapchat watching it. I was like, you're gonna watch that show, like you're like, I don't know, just like, and it's sad, like the bar is like literally in hell, but like
No, it's really sad though to say that like
that's not common.
I know it's not.
So if someone's doing it to you, it's like it's like worth something. Yeah, because that's not something people do. So it is worth something. Don't like brush it off like it's like nothing. And that's also not like too obsessed. Like I feel like that's the perfect line of like, he doesn't need to be too obsessed and love bombing you, but he should show you that he cares. And that's, yeah, like that's, you should look for that. You should also look for like basic chivalry on a first date, like holding the door, pulling your chair out, walking on the right side of the sidewalk, walking you to your car. I don't know. Basic shit. If a man doesn't have manners like that, that literally, I will be repulsed by you.
Yeah. And like another thing too, like I'm kind of going to go back towards like the deal breakers too, is like, don't ever remove anyone from your life to be adding a guy into your life. Like never do that ever, because God forbid that guy, it never works out with that guy. What if you lost a friend out of that?
Right.
Like you don't want to be sacrificing those types of things.
Yeah, I kind of have. So the next part I have after the first date thing is make him fall in love with you. Like now, like, so now you've been on a few dates, or you're continuously going on dates. Like first date went well. You have to like, you want him to be around. You want him to be your boyfriend. Don't be like trying to be this perfect version of like a girlfriend. Like, like you're going on dates and like that's cool, but you need to like be yourself. And I think guys are attracted to girls that are really being themselves and not just trying to be like perfect all the time. Like meet me out with all of my friends and like I dance at the bar and like see me like being myself and like my interaction. Or like if you come over and hang out, like okay, like me and my roommate like watch reality TV and like talk shit. Like like
you can come join.
Be there. Like be like I feel like being yourself around people makes people like you and like I don't know, it feels like real. And I feel like guys like that.
Like even like we even say this all the time in like the reality shows that we're watching. Like people fall in love with people on reality TV, but then the second you go out of the show and you like meet their family, meet their friends, like that's another whole chunk of that person's life that's like a kind of a deal breaker.
It is.
And it's like if it doesn't end up working out with like all of that, it's like I'm sorry, like it ain't gonna work out between me and you. Like you have to get along with my family, my friends. You need to be an addition into the group, not me never being able to hang out with my friends anymore, or me, especially with guy friends. Like our friend group is 4 girls
and dudes
and 6 guys.
Yeah.
And you're telling me if we're all having like a game night, like you can't be getting like insecure about the fact that I have a game night with all my friends. And there's 6 guys there. Like, that is not happening.
Yeah, or just, like, I feel like sometimes guys are very hot-headed and, like, argumentative. Like, I don't like guys. Oh, my God, such an ick is guys that, like, get in fights. Like, guys are just hotheads. Like, oh, my God, like, chill the fuck out. Like, I hate just angry men. And, like,
sports.
So someone that even tries to come across when they meet people as, like, fucking like alpha, like shut the fuck up.
Oh, I can't do that.
Shut the fuck up.
I can't. Like I love when guys just like all get along.
Yeah.
Like when we had our pool party like last month and we finally introduced our 2 guy groups together. I was like, see, this is the shit I love, because I was so scared that you guys were all gonna hate each other, and now I know you guys are all like good guys because you all got along.
Yeah. And it's not like, oh, why are there dudes here?
Yeah, like what the fuck? Not more dudes. What the fuck?
Yeah. So being like your total self around someone and not just keeping it this like, I feel like it's almost like thinking of like dating on The Bachelor, like always going on like perfect dates, dressed to the nines, like literally in a ball gown, like for every single date. Like, no, gross. Because I feel like even guys like say multiple times like how like they really like a girl better, like no makeup at home, like chilling, like guys like that. And I feel like just like being yourself around someone is like key to making them like be obsessed with you. And then also don't act like you need him. Like obviously show that you want him. Don't be like playing hard to get for no reason, but don't act like you need him. Don't be like a desperate, clingy. No one wants that. No one wants that. Like don't be up someone's ass. Like we had a friend who was talking to this girl, and within like 1 or 2 dates, she was like, why do you follow all these girls on Instagram? What? That's insane.
Like, you don't even know each other.
That's insanity. So just like, don't be clingy and like have that little bit of like mystery to you in the sense of like you have a life, like,
and
not,
he wants to be a part of it,
and he wants to be part of it, and you can be a part of his, but like it's like you're two whole people and you're just coming to make each other better. You're not like, I have no friends and like no life and like I need someone, like I need you, because I feel like that also makes a guy know that you're like worth something to them. Like they need to like put in the work to be with you because you're literally fine on your own, and you like can live your life A-okay without them.
Like,
and
they want to be coming to your plans. Like, oh, like he texts you like, oh, what are you doing this weekend? Like, oh, I don't know, like I got invited to like a boat like this weekend, like might be going to that. And like he better be like crawling on the back of his phone like, fuck, like, oh my god, like she has plans, like I want to hang out with her. Like it shouldn't be like the other way around.
And also like not canceling like things that are important to you for a man. Never do that. Like I'm not like I don't know, like now I teach dance. If it was like, oh, but like it's easier for me to like see you after work, like you should just like, if someone was like, stop, you should just stop doing that, you don't like need to do it anyways, like no, like little things like that, like not like,
don't get rid of your hobbies or anything like that.
Like don't fuck that up because people like want your time, like they should like respect your time. So like if someone was like, no, just like don't do that, like do this instead, like skip it, hang out with me, bitch, no. Like don't be like making time for people like that at like any time they ask, because then you just look kind of like, then you're just like a pushover. Don't be a pushover.
Desperate.
Like literally desperate. You need your things that are like for you. And as far as other things of like making a man fall in love with you, I don't know, I feel like it's just like truly like being like really yourself,
fully yourself, and like that's honestly about it. Like it's definitely hard to like find someone. Like you have to really put yourself out there, and you got to be patient. Like it's going to take time to find someone like that, especially like if you are also at the same time like working on yourself, because I know like being confident in yourself and like having like a good friend group and like not relying off of somebody else like to feel dependent on, like those are qualities that you need to work on yourself before even like putting an effort into somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So it's like having all of those qualities set in stone so that way you can eventually like put your effort into someone else is very important.
And it's also funny because I'm like, make him fall in love with you. Like maybe I'm like you've never like said that. He might be listening to this. He's like, what are you talking about? Like you didn't make me fall in love with you. But it's also like putting your walls down quick. Like I feel like people hold walls up for like so long, which like a little bit you're like protecting your peace, but like once it's like you can't be like not letting people like into you.
One thing I love more than anything is like really deep conversations, like when you first get to know someone, because I feel like it just brings out like another whole level of like intimacy that's not like sexual. It's just like, wow, you really trust me with like this, like to talk to me about this, and like then you get like a more defined like respect for someone when you know certain things that they've like gone through, whether it was in their childhood or recently or just like anything. Is like, so like don't be afraid to like open up to a stranger like that, because they'll love that. They'll respect you, like not that they don't already respect you, but like they'll just like have a deeper like connection with you after like having deep conversations. Like none of the conversations after like the second, third date should be like surface level still. Oh, what did you do this week? Like I went on a date recently, like it was our second or third date, and it was so quiet at the table, like so surface level, and I was just like, oh my god, this is like miserable, get me out of here. Like
I wrote easy conversation on here on the first date thing. Like you should just be able to talk.
Be able to talk, like be able to bounce back and forth, like kind of throw shit at each other. Like that's my biggest thing is like being able to throw shit.
Oh, like, that's a way to make them fall in love with you. Like,
throw shit at you, and you better be able to throw back. Like, we better have, like, not, like, necessarily the same sense of humor, but, like, just understanding that, like, that's my sense of humor, so, like, laugh at it. Fucking laugh.
Yeah, fucking laugh, god damn it.
So
just dominating again.
Yeah, literally, I know, guys, I'm not like that, I swear.
I don't know, I think you are.
Maybe I am.
Maybe that's why I'm like, is this what's going on your dates? You're like, that was funny, laugh.
Put a gun up to his head. I'm like,
laugh, bitch. They're like, okay. And you're like, I don't know, the date went well. I don't know why I didn't text me. Weird.
That's weird.
Really weird. Interesting.
Delusional.
But overall, it's just like being open to everything. And then once you are in something that you like, just going with the flow. And also a big thing I realized too is not getting in your head about like, is it too fast, is it too slow, because I feel like you can get wrapped up in that. And like I almost started to like what's like the right amount of time to be in what right there time. Is none. There literally is none. Like people,
no, life should not be lived by a timeline.
There isn't. Yeah, there really is none. So like drop that out of your head. Like you need to like be yourself, be open to things, and put out positive energy into the universe. And then before you know it, someone will cook you food shirtless.
Oh, and then ask to be your girlfriend. I'm so excited. I really hope my sneaky link cooks for me shirtless this weekend.
I hope.
Me too. Like, really bad.
I hope so too.
I'm so down bad, guys.
Not like, in our kitchen, because I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna be like,
like after having this conversation, I am like so fucking single. It hurts. But
and I need
pray
even
for your
though
girl.
Even though here's the thing, I'm like, yeah, obviously like I want you to have a boyfriend because like then I want to do like couple stuff. Like how fun would it be to like go on a trip? Oh my god. Stop. But then I'm also like, no, but I like that you're single because then like we're not just gonna be both like losers who only hang out with their boyfriends.
No,
you know what I mean?
Be.
No, right, but like
I refuse to be. I feel like you're a little self-conscious about it.
Oh yeah, I told him that yesterday. I get so self-conscious. I literally told him that yesterday. I was like, I was like, oh my god, like the weekend comes so fast. Like I don't even want to like go out because like y'all like going out is just like. I'm like 22 and a half now, so now I'm old and I'm like, oh god, I'm kidding, but I'm like, oh my god, like I really just want like a whole weekend like home and sober, but I'm like, I can't do it this weekend though because you just asked me to be your girlfriend. Then if I do that, then everyone's just gonna say I'm a lame girl with a boyfriend.
Even this past Sunday when I literally got off the plane at 7 p.m, Ubered home, changed, cooked food, went over to our friend's apartment, and then like went to Latchkey, and I'm like, all right, Taylor, like, let's go. Taylor's like,
bruh,
like, I have to go because, like, I can't be that loser girlfriend now. I was
like, I get so in my head about it.
Oh, my God.
Because, like, I've had friends give me shit for it before, and they were giving me, like, one of them, like, ended up, like, literally, like, sending nudes to my boyfriend and then sabotaging, like, another time I was talking to a guy. So she was just jealous, clearly, and that was, like, the issue. So I've gotten shit for it for, like, the wrong reasons. I feel like of like I wasn't actually doing anything, but they're just like shitty and jealous and toxic. Yeah. So they were just like, and it's like, so now I'm like in my head because like in high school when I had a boyfriend, everyone like hated me, and also in my last relationship I had no friends. So
yeah, I mean,
like I had no friends in my last relationship, so there wasn't much there wasn't much else I was doing. I was literally like working out.
Yeah, like my dream ideal relationship in terms of like socialization would like my dream would be like, okay, like I'm going out on the weekend and then like another night is like low-key with them.
That last weekend was perfect.
I'm going out. Like I'm gonna go.
That's why last weekend was perfect. Last weekend was perfect. I have so much fun
with my girlies and my guy friends.
Like, also, like I like being out with a boyfriend.
Yeah, or even if they're not, doesn't go out and he stays home. And you go home drunk with a boyfriend? Yeah. Oh, my God.
No, but going out with a boyfriend is, like, honestly top tier fun. Like, having someone that you know is, like, one, taking care of you and getting you home safe. Duh.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, we have each other, but sometimes that's questionable. So, like, someone that's taking care of you and getting your home safe. And a dude that's ready to, like, protect you from other dudes. And just, like, someone to dance with. Like, I get touchy when I'm drunk. Yeah. So, like, being out with a boyfriend is... in my opinion, one of the top tier activities of this lifetime. And the thing is, you still get the fun of like, because random people flirt with you at the bar. I would say 99.9% of the time I was never engaging with them anyways, but it's still fun to like just like deny attention, like
Yeah.
to get attention and then deny it.
Here's the thing though, with like that aspect of being in a relationship, I want to still be the girlfriend that like can go like snag drinks for me and my boyfriend.
Oh yeah, he was like, when are you gonna go get us free drinks? I was like, do you want me to, or are you being serious? Because I can.
Because like if a guy's gonna get insecure or pissed at the girlfriend for getting free drinks from a guy and like bringing back,
Yeah.
like I get it if it's like, okay, I'm bringing one back, but like if I can like maybe finesse like two or like something.
No, if I'll get one, I'll give it to you.
Oh, that facts.
Or
doing
even
that.
or not even, because it's like, if you're gonna open a tab at a bar, like, what, you want me to put another drink on your tab?
Yeah.
I can get this one for free.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. 100%.
why not? Like,
Or like if I had a boyfriend and he got pissed that I was on elevated surfaces dancing,
literally,
like an idiot, because I do that every weekend. It's never gonna stop. Like I want you to be up there with me or in the corner, like rooting for me.
you
Like,
should
that's
be
my girlfriend.
You should be mesmerized.
Yeah, like you should be like, oh my god, that's slob of like a slay of that like drunk
like
mess.
slay. Do you want another drink?
Her hair's all frizzy and fucked up.
Because
makeup
first
is
of all,
falling off.
that means you're having great sex later.
Yeah.
If you like act appropriately and hype me up, we're gonna have a great night. So why are you insecure?
Yeah.
You want me to be boring and lame? Because then I'm going home and I'm going to bed.
Yeah,
Like, so pick your battles.
yeah, literally.
But yeah,
Oh, I cannot wait for the weekend.
I do get really insecure about being like a lame girlfriend, just because I just won't have it. I just won't have it. Like, I won't do it. Like,
Can
I just
can I
hate
call
that.
you out right now and you can't get mad?
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, I feel like you're just doing this on the mic, and then it's like a safe space. Because like, what can I do?
Yeah, you can't do anything. But like, well, I don't know. Also, like, you're like, this is so different because like you're kind of a different person than when you were in your last relationship. But your last relationship, like, you're so different now in a good way.
But like, to be fair, I was also like insanely depressed.
No, that's what I'm saying.
So yeah,
But
I don't really know if it was like,
that's what I'm saying. Like the girlfriend you were previously, like compared to the girlfriend you are now, like this
different.
is the girlfriend now that I want to
different.
see of you.
yeah, it's different. It's also just like different, like my other relationships are always like a big like 24/7 like communication relationships.
Yeah, now
Like,
now that this is a new
isn't-
relationship,
You can like
set
the
boundaries.
Yeah, you can like
Which is
redo your whole
amazing.
life. When halfway into a relationship, it's hard to be like, we should text less. Like, okay,
Yeah.
you've been texting a certain amount for 2 years.
Yeah.
How are you just gonna like change that? You can't.
Yeah.
But it's like, now it's like, okay, anything I've ever wanted, I can like you can like
Yeah,
redo
this
your
is like
whole
what
life.
you want out of the relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here for this. I'm a huge fan. I like this man. The one thing I said about this weekend though is I was like, okay, well if you're coming over like this weekend, like I'm coming with you guys to go get some breakfast tacos and coffee.
Yeah, because that's what we do. But
I'm like, I gotta come this time.
and that's the thing too, is like getting the approval from my friends. Like, if all my friends were like, I don't like him, like, then you are quite literally out. Like, you're gone.
Yeah.
You're gone. I don't know what to tell you. Like, these people like matter to me.
Yeah. So this weekend, guys, I'm just gonna give you the heads up before we next episode, so you know what to expect. But Friday we're going out like a little low key, but then Saturday we have a boat that we're going on with my sneaky link and his friend group.
Oh my god! And I'm meeting my sneaky. I'm literally still gonna call it this. My sneaky link's a family member.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Literally,
Things
I'm
are
gonna
getting
puke.
official. And
I'm gonna puke.
yeah.
But it's also just hard. I'm like, not the
What
rambling.
if she becomes your new best friend?
Not the rambling at the end. It's like a catch up at the beginning and at the end.
Yeah, I know.
Because it's like, this is for the people that
Really listen.
date.
The juicy shit.
The
is not
juicy
ends.
shit. The juicy shit is for the real, like, because not that many people listen all the way to the end of the
Yeah.
podcast. I don't listen to the last like few minutes of some of my podcasts.
Well, this is juicy information.
Yeah, but it's like when you date someone from another state, it's like, because he was like, do you want to? You don't have to. Like, if that's like too much, like, I get it. Like, we just started like dating like 2 days ago. Like, if you don't want to,
Yeah.
you don't have to. And I'm like, it's fine. I don't care. I'm like, if you don't care, I don't care. Like, it's not that big of a deal to me. Because then it's like, we don't live in another state. When's the next time I might meet them? Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
You literally don't know. So it's like, might as well do it now, because
And you
it's
don't
not
wanna,
like we can
hide
plan
from
it.
Because like, what if she's like, what the fuck? Like, why didn't I? Like,
Yeah,
meet
but
her?
he
What the
doesn't. He
fuck?
didn't really like tell his family
Yeah.
yet. But he's like, I don't like to like tell a lot of people, because like, what if it doesn't work out? Then I was
Yeah,
like,
that's
see,
so true.
see, I'm like,
I was
well,
gonna
I
say,
told the
like,
internet.
Yeah.
So
like a few 100,000 people. It's
yeah,
fine.
I'm like, I like very much told the internet, but
It's fine.
The things you gotta do.
I know. I like that's another thing too. Is like I get so ahead of myself with things that it's like, oh wait, fuck that guy that I went on a date with last week. Yeah, we're not talking anymore.
But that's like that also like seriously. It's like, oh, I have to like explain why it didn't work out. But then it's like, okay, then so what? I'd have to explain why it didn't work out.
I want to give a nice shout out to Queen K because I know you're listening right now. I posted a TikTok about like my sneaky link. I'm like, oh, like the situationship with the recent guy like didn't work out. Time to go back to the roster. I was like making that TikTok, yes, about my sneaky link because I was like,
a joke.
It was kind of a joke. But no, we're still pursuing the sneaky link until this weekend, and I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna make up my mind this weekend because I know Queen K, she fucking commented on it and she goes, "No, not this one. I had hope in this one."
Yeah,
we still have hope. Like Queen K, like pray for me. But yeah, you guys are listening to this on the Friday when we're going out, so I'm excited.
Yes, and the weekend, the Friday where I'm meeting family.
Yeah.